Okay, so for this week we are going to be taking some industry training. Timken is a world-renowned bearing and seals company, and they offer free training on their website. All we have to do is do some free registration, and it'll allow you to actually take some of their training. Once you complete your training, you will receive a certificate, and those certificates are going to be sent into the Dropbox on eCentennial. So step 1, log into this website here, www.timken.com. There's the slashing testing registration .asp. So first things first, you enter your first name. You want your first and last name in there because that's what it'll be seen on your certificate itself. So for myself, I'm going to be putting my first. Don't need to put your middle name and your last name. Go through your title, so you're a student, your company, or your school. Your company is your school. You don't need to put the school in twice. Add your address and fill in your information. It's okay if you don't want to fill out all this stuff. It does say it's mandatory, so you can put in a phony one. As we go through, we want to select the category that best describes us as a profession. So we are using this as an instructor or student capacity. We're going to go through, and we are, of course, a automotive learning site. And how did we hear about this? And we heard this from our technical or vocational school. As you move down, you want to come through, answer the rest of your questions as you go through, and you're going to type in a username. So you want a username, type in your username, put in your password, whatever you want to put in, and you're going to hit submit. After that point, you will have a new window you have to go into, and it'll look like this. Now that you have a username and password, you can put that in. And sign in. We are automotive, so that's light vehicle training. If you're working on truck, coach, heavy equipment, you could be looking at the commercial vehicle. So what we want to do is select training. It tells us how to use it if we want to go through the directions, or you want to just dive right in, you can hit the start button. So for this week, we're actually going to do training module for tapered bearings, needle and cylindrical bearings, and ball bearings. Doesn't matter what order you do it in, it's completely up to you. So starting with tapered roller bearing, this is all the spots that we are going to be looking at. The videos are completely optional and you do not need to take those. So as we look at step 1, it's giving us information about a tapered roller bearing. All across here is some of the extra information that you need to know. So forward and back, this will bring you back to that home page, hit your start, and select which one you want to be looking at. This is your glossary as you go through and gives you all the individual words, the abrasion, things, basically some information that you need to know, shortcuts and those types of words. Go back to here and we can actually work through this module as we cycle through. Lots of information as we go through. Make sure you read that information. If you want to go back to home, do one of those and you can go through each individual step if you prefer. Once you are done, you're going to hit testing. It'll ask you, now it's time to take the test, see what we've learned. We hit online test. Select which one you want to take. So you can see I've already taken tapered roller bearing. I want to click on the next thing that I want to do. So if I want to do a video or a test on ball bearings, I want to take the test. This is where the test questions are going to be coming from. Once you've done that, once you've completed it, you hit submit answers. You will get an email and see if you got the correct answers. If you did not, you have an opportunity, unlimited amount of times, to take the test over again. After that point, you email, or you have the emailed certificate, you want to send that certificate into the Dropbox for ball bearings, tapered roller bearings, and the cylindrical bearings. Thank you.